Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Game Up. I'm your host, Gamer K, and it is time for the very first of 2025's Tales from the Conventions. And, okay, you know what? I've been doing conventions, going to conventions, for 10 years now. Or was it 11 years? One or the other. And it's been a wild ride. I've gotten so much artwork, as you guys can probably tell from a bunch of my walls every video. More art to come. Now that's the new year, I'm going to start using like the new artwork I've gotten with a lot of the old one. I met so many celebrities from movie actors, from my childhood to now, to my teen years, from my childhood to now. I met TV stars, I've met anime voice actors, I've met video game voice actors. I've met amazing friends throughout these conventions. I've met famous cosplayers, and I'll be talking about some of those later this year. But all of them they were all fantastic. Every single one of them has a special place in my heart and a special place in my memory. But last year, 2024, Fan Expo Canada gave me one of the most surprising and one of the coolest celebrity interactions I've ever had in my life. And a lot of my friends can attest to this, that I am a very generous person when it comes to my friends and to random people. Once a month, every year, since, I don't remember exactly when, but once a month, I always do something a little extra charitable for someone. Either someone I know, someone I just randomly meet. I do one random good thing for someone once a month. It's nothing so amazing, but it's something I personally do for myself, and there's a bit of another reason for it, but I don't get personal stuff involved with my channel. This is all about fun. This is all about weird tales, about being geeky and all that stuff. But my parents always say that I do too many good things for people, but I believe like if you do, like when you do a lot of good things for people for no reason, one day, sometimes random good things will just happen to you for no other reason. And that's exactly what happened. But before I get into it, I just want to show off this amazing custom shirt I made with Dr. Eggman, Robotnik approved. Me, E, and two of our good friends went to go see Sonic 3 last December on premiere weekend, and it was amazing. Me and one of our friends actually got one of these really sick Sonic the Hedgehog limited edition posters, and it actually says Sonic Shadow the Hedgehog in Japanese. So that's freaking amazing. We want to get shirts or wear something to commemorate the entire event. I bought a Shadow shirt, but there was very limited Sonic merchandise. So I went to my mall and I cut in a kiosk and custom made this shirt. I want to get the Eggman logo, but that was a copyright issue. So I just got him with this amazing pose with Robotnik approved. Had to do it. And so why am I talking about a Sonic shirt and a Sonic poster? Well, this interaction, like the blue blur, came right the fuck out of nowhere and had me stunned. So I was in line to meet D. Bradley Baker, who is a great voice actor. He has voiced so many characters that when I finally get to talking about him with my thumbnail for him, I had to cut out a bunch of characters, but I put a lot of the big ones. Voices a lot of Ben 10 aliens, a lot of great characters. And he voiced the giant stone head from Legends of the Hidden Temple. Just a quick thing there. But that's not who I'm talking about today. So while I'm in line, it was about a 30, 45 minute wait. And there was this guy behind me. And you know, when you're in line at conventions waiting for that, you start talking to people. You know, you talk about the stuff you like, what you're going to like, you like about the actor or the voice actor that you're going to meet. And this guy said his name was Deven. And he was a really cool guy, really fun guy. He said this was his first convention. So I told him, welcome to hell. And he kind of looked at me like if I was serious. I'm like, no, I'm just joking. Like, just welcome to nerd hell, basically. Like, it's a super fun thing, but there's a lot of things you got to do right. So we talked in line for a good majority of the thing. Did make it through a couple jokes, made him laugh. He was really fun dude. Told me that he went to school for baking. Showed me a bunch of photos on his phone about the baking that he did. And they looked really good. He did pies, but he, instead of doing like the slices, he did images of a bunch of characters and a bunch of nerd stuff on top of the pies. And I'm like, God damn it, that is freaking cool. It was really freaking cool. And he was talking to a bunch of other people in the line and everything. So then we get up to meet D. Bradley Baker, and he said he was just going to meet him, not get an autograph, just meet him, talk about how much he enjoyed his roles, all that stuff. We get up, I pay for my autograph. I got my classic Ben 10 Season 1 DVD signed, because he voiced Stinkfly and a bunch of other aliens, but I digress. So Deven is looking at the book about all the characters he was for Prince, and then he sees an image of the video game, Capcom video game, and quick 4Kids TV anime, Beautiful Joe, and he says, "Oh man, this was my shit as a kid," and he's getting excited. He asks like, "How much is an autograph?" And the handler says $80. So he takes out his card. But he didn't know that for autograph for the tables, it's cash only. So he had no cash on him. So he's like, oh man. So they said like there's an ATM like right down there. And I being the generous guy that I am, through no prompt, I took out my wallet. I pulled out $100 and I said, it's on me, my friend. And he's like, and he just shocks. Like, he does almost a double take when he looks at me. He's like, you're serious? Like, what? You're serious? And even the handler was like, are you, like, really? And I'm like, dude, you stood in line for 30, 45 minutes listening to me ramble and crack jokes for so long. You are getting an autograph now. And he's like, do you want me to pay? He says, do you want me to pay you back or anything? I'm like, no, absolutely not. I said, this is my one good deed of the month. So it's doing it. But so I got the $20 back. Handler said, that is such a generous thing to do. And he's a guy, like, he shakes my hand and everything. He says, I can't thank you for that. And he says, I say, you don't need to. So then he says to me, I'm going to pay you in one way. I don't normally go advertising this or anything. And I'm like, okay, is he like a YouTuber or something? He wants to send me to his channel or something like that. He does baking videos. I was thinking that. And then he says, I'm the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I'm like, what? Yeah. He says he's the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I'm like, what? And this is right before I'm about to meet D. Bradley Baker. And he says, yeah, I'm the voice of Sonic from the Netflix series Sonic Prime. And I'm like, what? And I do a double take. And he says, yeah, the name, Deven isn't my full name. It's Deven Christian Mack. And yeah, I'm a Canadian voice actor. I haven't been in a lot of big things, but I've done a couple things. I'm like, okay. So he gave me his name, and it was my turn to meet Bradley Baker. And he says, right after, like after you meet him, wait at the end, wait at the exit area, and I'll show you, and I'll do an autograph, or I'll do a video maybe, because I was talking about how I do videos on YouTube. I'm not really big, but I do a lot of convention tales about the people I meet. So after I meet D. Bradley Baker and say how I love his voices, like all the voices he does, all the amazing, unique characters that he does, like Remy Bucks Aplenty from Fairly Odd Parents, who I kind of hope appears in the next A New Wish. He voices Wolf from Danny Phantom, another favorite of mine. He voices number four from Kids Next Door. And he voices a bunch of other characters. Like, it's insane. So after I get my DVD signed, I leave, and I quickly go to my phone to look up his name, Deven Mack, and I see his picture, and I see voice actor. This was his very first convention, going to any convention. And he was telling the truth. So I go to my sister, like she's waiting for me, and I said, so a funny thing happened in line, and she's like, oh God, what did you do? Like, my sister knows me so freaking well. She knows some of the crazy shit that's happened in line. So I told her, like, I was talking to this guy, like, in line. He was behind me. He gets to the front. He didn't know it was cash, so he had a card. He was gonna leave to go to get money, but I took out $100 and I paid for his autograph. He's like, you did what? Like, she looked at me dead ass. I'm a little mad because she knows my over generous nature for people. But then I told her that the guy I paid for is an actual voice actor. Yeah. Like, she's like, wait, for real? And I showed her, like, the image, and she's like, oh, shit. Like, she didn't know who he was or anything, but she's like, she was stunned just like I was. So, before I get to the climax of this amazing tale, he is the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog from Netflix's Sonic Prime. And I checked it out. He does a damn good job of it. Like, Sonic X, Sonic, and the video games, and Roger Craig Smith, who I know as Sonic from a lot of stuff, would be he's really up there with the best Sonic actors. Not only that, he voices Chef Hatchet from 2003 Total Drama Island, which, again, damn well fantastic job. Plays, okay, I've never watched Bakugan Battle Planet, but he plays this character. He's also, fucking A, he voices Orbot and Cubot in Sonic Prime as well. He also voices, let me just get the name of the character right, because you guys know when it comes to information. Because, where is it? Here he is. From for any of you big fans out there, from Lego Ninjago, he is the voice of the Skull Sorcerer and King Vangelis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry, I've never watched the show, but it's still something cool. And he's also the voice of Aaron from Lego Ninjago Dragons Rising. And for really retro Canadian fans who are watching this, he is the voice of Lab Rat from Grossology. That's a hot take right there. That is a really obscure piece of Canadian television. And he gave me, and after he was done, he had met up with me, And he kind of told me a little bit of background story. And Deven, if this video finds its way to you, dude, it is insane that I am really humbled to meet someone who is as humble as you. Like, you didn't go out there bragging that you were the voice of Sonic at all. You weren't doing anything like that. And that's what I like about celebrities like you, man. Even though you've done good, amazing work, you're humble. And that's what I love, man. So I hope to hear you in more projects. I really, really do. So Deven gave me the skinny on his... So he played the villain in the first Ninjago series, which he said after that, he was done. He didn't want to play a main character again. So his manager said, like, they want you to do a reading for the new Ninjago series. And he tells him, you know what? I did the villain once. I want to do something else. So tell him, like, I'll pass. But then his manager took out... He told me this whole story, that he took out the phone and he showed him that the creators of the show, because of Ninjago, they have access like to the Legos, so they can kind of work with what the characters are going to look like. And they gave the character Aaron, the character he voiced, a pie. And I'm going to use this as a funny joke. Baked his, like, Deven's actual baking skills into the character, and he was holding a pie, like, of the figurine of his character, and he's like, they didn't do that just to get me to voice him. And he's like, yeah, they did. He's like, all right, fine, I'll do it. And I did a little research, and Aaron is a great fun character in the Ninjago series. So any Ninjago fans, I give you high credit for an amazing show. It just shows how amazing he was that they want him back as a new character. So that's one thing I love about voice actors. No matter what your last role was, you can always top it. You can always top what you did previously. People always think like you'll always have like that one big one, but then something else will come along. And I love that about him. And now I asked him if I could do like just a quick video with him. So here's the video, guys. It's quick. It's short. It just showcases how weird and amazing things can happen at Fan Expo or conventions in general. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just got out from being D. Bradley Baker, one of my favorite voice actors as a child, and standing behind me was a guy I talked to for a bit, and he was fun, thought I was funny, don't know why, but turns out...
You're a funny guy. Hey, it's nice to meet you. My name is Deven Mack, and I voice Sonic the Hedgehog in Sonic Prime, although not many people here seem to know that, and I enjoy it. I'm a very shy kid.
Why is it I always find the weirdest, cruelest, and most freaky people at Fan Expo?
Because it's a magical land of joy and happiness.
Stop ripping off Disney's tagline.
I just want them to hire me.
Dude, you're Sonic. You're better.
I can have it all. Why not?
He knew right away.
That's true. So, yeah, this freaking happened, and I was dumbfounded. It's not until him getting an autograph, do I offer to pay? And he just blurts it out. Saying, I don't tell many people this, but... dude, you need to be static shock one day.
You know what? Phil Lamar did a great job. I hope he does it as long as he wants to.
You know what? That's a fair point. That is a fair point. I meant live action, dude, because you got the look.
Oh, okay.
You've got the Virgil look.
It's it's good for me that I look way younger than I am. So
that's damn right. So, Sonic, goddamn.
I guess.
Yeah. I swear to God, Deven, you were a fantastic meet. I can't say how it happened. I think just my general good nature and my generosity really paid off for me this time. And that's why once in a while I do a random good thing for someone without asking for anything in return. All I need is the fact that I made someone smile, I made someone laugh, I helped someone. And that's all the credit I need. And Deven, if you are ever announced for any locations near me, I will definitely be coming to see you, my friend. And thank you for one of the most unique and odd interactions with a celebrity I've ever had. Yeah. And again, Sonic Prime. I didn't think much of it when I first saw it, but then when I watched it, it was great. Finding out that you were the voice afterwards, damn. I'm going to say this again. I really hope Deven gets more roles. He's a fun, really great voice actor, so I'm really hoping he gets a lot great roles. Like maybe I would love to see him play like a great villain again. I mean, he's already played one in Ninjago, so why not? Yeah. Great time. Great actor. Great guy. Just, guys, show him some love. I don't care if a voice actor's done like 5 roles or 200 roles in their life. Anyone who puts a lot of passion in their work definitely deserves a look. And that's it for this Tales from the Convention, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys in March for the next convention tale. This is Gamer K, logging out.